Uh-oh. That damn thing set on a timer? Getting a little peek behind the scenes, ain't you, hussy? Okay, this is the camera in its normal setting, correct? Your white balance, exposure, all set to normal? Yeah, whatever normal is. Yeah, I got gussied up in red to see how much I could trip the wire. And I got so much product in my hair, I can't be in the same room with an open flame. I don't know how that's going to work. Surrender has to look vivacious. Oh, shit. Now, don't y'all worry. Surrender's not keeping this blasted braid in her hair. That's just to get my hair body. That curling iron dries your hair out, Lord. Yeah, I ain't going around looking like some child on Little House on the Prairie. I always hated that show. Damn, I hated that show. All those homely girls rolling down the hill in sacks of flour. Where we at? Okay, we're in the, what is this? Exposure is now up a bit, and the white balance is a little bit more toward the white. Oh, crap. Hold on. Old. Now Surrender's pretty. Okay, yeah. I hope this isn't ruining everybody's fantasies about Surrender.
It's the Dragonsail Puppets Variety Show, starring Surrender, Bruce, Catatonia, and Henri, featuring the Dragonsail Puppets Band, and tonight's special guest, Iseemonkeys. Anchors away.
Overanalyze what lies to form. I may be haunted by reflection from the cradle to the grave. The two companion beasts, you two subject to the crave. You know, Odysseus was given a bag of wind, stitched up tight till it was discovered by his friends. They thought it was full of treasure, so they opened it and it blew. When I tell this story, dog, I sure do think of you. There's a time to live, a time to die. There's a time to plan, to prolong your span. There's a time to laugh, a time to cry. Why? You ask why, you ask why. I'll confide, your ignorance has an upside. You're sneaking away, but you'll never be gone. But the mind that tells you of right and wrong. I don't care what demons get released. Your companion beast knows just enough to be at peace. Upside, upside, upside.
well, shake my chicken in an oily bag. Look at all these faces raised up to surrender in adulation and relief. Yes, my babies. Surrender's hosting her own variety show with all those other heifers from off the boat. Oh, it's been a whirlwind of activity around here, and I can only hope that I'm all sewn up with nothing leaking out. Well, help me out. If you see anything left out flapping in the wind, just salute it. And on top of it all, today was Pest Service Day in Surrender Stateroom. Lord! Anybody who knows anything about Surrender knows she hates those pest services. I'm done with them. I'm just finally done with them. They see you when you're sleeping, they know when you're awake, and they prefer to catch you sleeping so they can watch you scream and jump up and clutch the bedding. They know when you have your blue face mask on, or when you're trying to find where you left your bra in the kitchen. I'm just done with them. I'm just going to take my chances with the beetles and the stink bugs. Oh, and speaking of unwanted infestations, last time I was home on land, Velveeta Flames, oh yeah, you know her, don't you? You know Velveeta. Well, did you get a gander at her fancy new car? Honey, I never knew a Lexus could look so trashy. But I guess what's on the driver's seat is the thing that recommends it, right? And, oh, did you smell the exhaust coming out of that thing? It was like a skunk party during a nuclear fallout. But knowing Velveeta, she was probably in meltdown mode anyway. Oh, no. And oh, God, did you see the latest affirmation post by Georgia Hot Flash this morning? Now, I didn't get all the details, but it's something about how she's yanking her inner child out of the tar pits and ripping off a girdle and hurling it at the patriarchy while being a gatekeeper for all the other hussies out there stumbling through the darkness because they also use Georgia's brand of mascara, which melts and forms a seal while she's been over the stove cooking up her morning cow banquet. Gee, I hope your friends aren't as needy as mine are. Lord, I hear it all the time. Surrender, tell me everything's gonna be all right. Tell me all my dreams will come true. Tell me I'm still too pretty for prison. Speaking of which, we've got Billy, Bobby, and Stormcloud here to crank out the jams. Yeah, y'all know them. Yeah, those middle-aged cannabis processing units. Yeah, that's my band. Well, Surrender slipped a Ritalin in their sweet leaf, and now they're ready to function. And we've got our special musical guest, Iseemonkeys, here to thrill us with the surreal. So y'all enjoy the show. I'm going backstage now to put a down payment on a Slim and Shake with my 32-cent royalty payment from BMI. See you on the other side, honey. Where can a proud hussy find gem-studded markdowns at a fraction of the price of other stores? Why, at the Pinch My Penny, of course. Surrender patrols the evening wear aisles bright and early Tuesday morning to get first crack at their fresh new arrivals. So you know what that means, hon. You need to show up sometime afternoon. We don't want to sing. Oh no, hussy, you need a bigger tarp than that one to cover that fat behind. You back off. Lord, is a circus in town?
I bought my red bow tie here.
I adore their selection of reading glasses.
I'm not allowed to go.
So if you've got a good washing machine and can live with the fact that God knows who has been sweating in your chosen purchase before it got to you, well, hightail it on over to the Pinch My Penny, hon. There's one close to an affordable housing development nearest you.
You're supposed to stay in the car.
Everything smells like mothballs.
Hey, what you doing with your magic flute dealie?
Oh, it's my singing lesson.
Aw, man.
Serinda says if there's a God left in the heavens, she's gonna get me to hit this note. If it's the last thing anybody does on this forsaken piece of sod. I don't remember the rest. It went on for a while.
Yeah, well, I think we're the best part of the show. I don't see why we should have to keep doing our vocal lessons with Chi-Chi. People think I'm sexy. You think my singing is sexy, don't you?
I'm not really sure what that means.
Well, it's when you get swirly, happy feelings inside and you go, ooh.
I guess.
Well, how is everyone enjoying the first Pup Corner skit of Serinda's first variety show?
Don't hit me.
It's fine.
Everybody finished with their singing lessons? Henri, how's that note coming, baby?
Oh, it's still in there.
Putting on its golden gilded wings so it can fly out in pitch perfect glory.
Yeah.
And Bruce, how's that whole keeping it sober during the show thing going?
Oh, I've heard many good things from people who've tried it.
Well, I've got everything in the world to attend to. Catatonia, of course, insists on doing her hoity-toity avant-garde art thing to send everybody to sleep. And we can't manage to light that big-ass painting worth a toot. Lord, could she go to a crafts fair and get all gushy over a ceramic duck toothpick holder? Oh, no, not her.
Well, we should introduce...
Wait a minute. We didn't get to finish our dealie because somebody came in and just pooped on the floor. We should do our song.
Which one?
Disco biscuits.
I don't have my shaker.
Just sing Serinda's part.
Oh, I don't know.
Daddy got biscuits and beef, good God, y'all. Go on.
Jelly on the head, gravy on the spread.
Ow, push.
We need to introduce the guest.
Oh, okay. Everyone, I am vindicated to announce the groovy song stylings of Iseemonkeys.
It's my job to introduce the guests, you mangy...
Bonjour tous les personnes. I am Catatonia, and I am so humbled and simultaneously blissfully burdened by the profundity of my elected endeavor here at Art, Wine, and Puppets. For the onus falls upon me
to give all of you instruction in the arts. But I assure you, I accept this mission with a balanced blend of gravitas and exuberance.
Hey, there's booze in the other room.
Bruce, please, you'll set off the alarms again. And besides, I am attempting here a preface to this evening's... Oh, that must be the shipment of Pinot Noirs from the Enotka in Montalcino. Well, when the Metropolitan Museum has gone to such trouble, it would be rude to not indulge.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Fine Italian wine served with French art. One could almost call it obscene.
Yeah, I'm starting to see those little bunnies in my head.
Let us waste no time in an exposition of this mammoth 9-foot squared masterpiece by Jules Bastien Lepage. Joan of Arc she is. How I identify in my essence with her tormented vision.
Me too.
Painting on such a scale enabled Lepage to paint the soon-to-be martyred young woman as if she were life-size, which no doubt intensifies one's empathetic identification. Bruce, look at the painting.
I am. Pretty.
Do you see now how the garden tapestry engulfs the painting? And this is what I truly relish about Lepage. With all its attention to depth, all of the elements combine to push the visual drama to the forefront, as if there were only one plane. And yet, the sense of depth is almost hyper-real. How does he do that?
I don't know.
Is it the color, the light, the almost impressionist permeability of boundary?
I bet it is. If I know my way around this thing. You hit it, lady. Yeah, you nailed that baby to the board.
Well, I just believe every shade of green ever logged into the visual compendium is evidenced here.
Hey, I see catnip.
Catnip in a French painting of 1879. That may be a botanical overreach, Bruce.
Yeah, well, I'm out of catnip because you said you weren't going to score me any in Soho.
Perhaps I should clarify that my intention in voyaging to New York was to function in an advisory capacity to the major art museums, not to score dope for you in an alley.
Well, no time for your friends. I told you when the booze arrived. See, that was nice.
Bruce, why don't you return to the tray of hors d'oeuvres? I need to bid adieu to our wonderful acolytes and break my fast upon this painting.
Hey, if you break anything, you set off the alarm, lady. I know.
Bruce, I have voyaged long to indulge my fascination with this painting, and I mean to have it now, Scoot! Merci beaucoup, mon ami, and join me again when we embark on another adventure in the world of great art. And as always, plus on change, plus c'est la même chose. Bonsoir.
Well, good night, my baby biscuit lovers. We'll see you next time when our special guest will be whoever answers the email first.
Thanks again to Iseemonkeys for the love groove. And so for now, y'all live in light. Or suck it up, hussies.
Serinda's gowns, courtesy of the Pinch My Penny Markdown Rack. Wardrobe consultation by Chi-Chi's Productions. Personal assistant to Serinda, also that drag queen from Guatemala. Special promotional consideration by Georgia Hot Flash. Electrical wiring by Quagmire Community College.